on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star. Also brought to you by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, the Iowa City Area Sports Commission. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star.
From Coralville, Iowa and Extreme Arena, it's time for Hawkeye Volleyball. Welcome to the Big Ten opener, pairing the 9-3 Hawkeyes against a solid 7-3 Maryland Terrapin squad. I'm John Evans, courtside at Extreme Arena, alongside my outstanding color analyst, Reagan Coyle. The Hawkeyes wrapped up the non-conference schedule with a clean Sunday against the Lindenwood Lions. Sharday Van Zandt was named MVP of the Hawkeye Invitational as she hit .500 on the weekend. Through the non-conference season, Iowa has several players near the top of the Big Ten statistical categories. Milana Moisio leads the conference in digs. Sashka Stojanovic is second in the conference in hitting percentage, while Hannah Whittingstall is third in blocks and Claire Amaral is third in assists. But the competition takes a step forward beginning right now as the Maryland Terrapins come to town. They're 7-3 on the season, winners of 2 straight and 7 of their last 8. Offensively, get ready to hear the name Ajax Malual fairly regularly. We're going to end up calling her AJ as the night goes along. She'll end a lot of points tonight when she swings, and that includes from the service line. Lily Wagner will make the offense run for the Terrapins, and Allie Williams patrols the back row. Duru Gotchkin and Eva Rohrbach do a great job at the net, near the top of the Big Ten in blocks. They'll make sure balls don't get through. It's the Terrapins and the Hawkeyes from Extreme Arena in Coralville for the Big Ten opener tonight. Hi, Reagan.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing great.
You missed us on Sunday while you had to work.
I did. I'm back, and I'll be back on this Sunday, so we'll make up for it.
Talking about against Wisconsin when the Badgers come to town. Yeah, this Iowa got through Lindenwood. It was pretty clean. They did what you would have expected against Lindenwood. They hit 351 as a team. Sharday had 12. Chia McGrew had 8. Again, you had, I think it was 11 players had kills. You know, up and down. You were able to get some other people in, and actually looked the part again. You know, struggled a little bit. The match before that against East Texas A&M, just to close out the third set. And so good to see kind of get back, do what they should have done. And now here you are, the 20-game sprint/marathon of the Big Ten.
Sprint/marathon is right. The games come and go so quick, but at the same time, the season is a marathon, especially in the Big Ten. Every night is tough. It'll be a really interesting match tonight. Maryland is always a really good defensive team, and right now they're leading the Big Ten in blocks with 120 total team blocks right now. So it'll be important to really come swinging with a really balanced offense on Iowa's side.
Well, that'll start with the pass, right? You make a good first pass, you give Claire Amaral options to move the ball around, and then that middle block's got to stay home just that little bit longer to give your hitters a chance.
Definitely, and getting Amaral involved too. That'll hold the middle as well, kind of make them second guess on if she's going to attack the ball or not as well.
Maryland will start with Ajax Malual, Haley Melby, Addie Kennedy, Duru Gotchkin, Allie Williams, Lily Wagner, and Eva Rohrbach. The Hawkeyes have Sashka Stojanovic, Alyssa Warden, Jamie Marquardt, Sharday Van Zandt, Claire Amaral, Hannah Whittingstall, and Mo Moisio about to head on for Sashka Stojanovic. Last year in the team's only meeting, it was about a year ago. It was the second match of the Big Ten season. Iowa took down the Terrapins in 5 in College Park. Gabby Deary had a career-high 20 kills, hit .410. And Iowa didn't really have an answer for Sydney Bryant, who's on the Terrapin bench. She had 24 kills and hit .320. So see what this looks like as the first serve goes. Amaral pushes the slide behind Whittingstall. There's the block touch. Van Zandt, no approach, knocks it over but just out of bounds. Missed connection there from Amaral and Whittingstall, just kind of laid the timing off.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a bit of a warm-up swing for Van Zandt. She loves that sharp cross, but she took a little off of it on that one, and it went out of bounds.
Williams serves it over again. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. There's the slide, good connection. Ball's not down though, great hustle. It'll end up getting down. Allie Williams went chasing after the first contact, did a great job to get close to it, but couldn't get it back. So connection there, Whittingstall with a kill. Hannah now serves it over, good float serve, pass right on the net, push to the left side. Good dig by Whittingstall. Back row attack for Warden, rolls it over. Another good pass, right side swing, Malual tips it. Boy, that was a great off-speed tip, 2-1.
Can't get two diving digs out of the middle there. It's a good effort by Whittingstall, but really looked like Malual was going to swing away on that ball. She just kind of roll shot it just barely over the block.
AJ now back to serve for the Terrapins, 2-1. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. Touches it out to Van Zandt. Sharp cross, catches the line this time.
There's that sharp cross that Van Zandt loves. A nice quick tempo ball by Amaral. Just caught the block off balance on the Terrapin side.
Warden leaves and Varez comes, so a little defensive switch again for the Hawkeyes on kind of who's where. Tied at 2, Amaral to serve. Claire pops a floater over. Decent ball from Kennedy. Left side blocked, covered up. Oh, Malual a little late to respond. Off the block, one-handed from Moisio. Amaral pushed it all the way across to Van Zandt, off the block. Through Malual's hands. Boy, she should have had that one, and she's kind of raising her hand saying that was my fault.
Yep. Switch up by Van Zandt. She goes sharp line and just, yeah, gets it right through the hands of Malual.
They got it through the block, and then the off-speed got her. 3-2 Iowa with their first lead. Amaral, a little sharper serve this time, dumped over. Marquardt's there. Amaral middle to Stojanovic. Good tip, but taken up by Rohrbach. Malual behind her, rolls it. Varez. Amaral fights through traffic, gives it to Stojanovic. Dug up by a diving, that was Williams, and that ball will go out of bounds. So give Stojanovic the kill. Nice hustle by Williams, but the second couldn't control the second contact again. 4-2 Iowa. Amaral sends a sharper ball. That one went Melby. Roll shot. It was a good slide there, and that was Rohrbach that took something off of it again. 4-3.
Yeah, and that ball's got to come up if you're Varez. She's got to make sure she prioritizes her off-block defense and pick up that ball.
We've talked about that a little bit of learning that move. Pushed outside. That's Varez from the left side. Goes back out again. Good sharp swing. Moisio digs it back to the Maryland side. Back row Malual misses wide.
Really forcing the ball to Malual on the Maryland side, and we kind of knew that going in. You talked about how many attempts she's had on the season, and the ball goes to her a lot on their side, even when they're out of system and she's in the back row.
Yeah, she's going to get a ton of touches. 5-3 Iowa. Van Zandt. Bad pass. That ball ricocheted off Huey. First ace, 6-3 Iowa. Van Zandt again. Ball just long.
It was very close. Thought it maybe caught the line. Iowa did too, but it must have just barely been passed.
So an ace and an error make it 6-4. Rohrbach back to serve. Good serve at Moisio. Middle attack, Stojanovic. Boy, that's a good hands. Gotchkin got it up in the air. Amaral goes right side to Varez, off the block and scores. Gotchkin was late there. We talked about that. If she's got options to make them just be that little bit late, that gave Vares the seam to hit it through.
For sure, yep. Nice open seam there for Vares. Good pass there by Barron. She's in, playing back row for Van Zandt.
This is new. Sashka Stojanovic will serve for herself instead of Moisio. Sashka sends it to the corner. Good ball, though. Middle attack. Boy, complete misconnection there. And Gotchkin ended up sending it into the front row. That was a low set, and by the time she was kind of coming up the swing.
Yeah, just miss-hit for sure.
Yeah, just launched it 8-4 Iowa. Sashka again. Another good cross-court serve. Hui with the pass, Hui with the swing. She's blocked. Vares and Whittingstall, it's 9-4 Iowa. And Coach Hughes will call timeout. 9-4 Iowa leads. Let's take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena, Iowa, out quickly. It's 9-4, leading the Maryland Terrapins.
Right now, Iowa is exposing Maryland's block right now. We talked about how their block has done really well so far this season, but Iowa's just running a really spread offense and making it really hard for Maryland's middles right now to make a decision.
Spread offense and good tempo, right? So they're, the other way you can make it difficult on the middle is fast, get it in and out. And that starts again with good passing. Iowa's been given Amaral choices here early on. Stojanovic sends that one deep. Melby with the pass, rolled over. Gia with the dig, pushed outside to Vares. She rolls, pushed back to the Iowa side. Uses Amaral. Barrett steps in, gives it out to McGrew. Catches the corner. Line judge was full panic of don't hit me, but still made the call there as that ball's in 10-4.
That's a great out-of-system pass set by Barrett. And smart shot by McGrew. She just finds nice deep roll shot, deep 5 zone on the court.
Stojanovic again. Tried to flatten that one out a little bit, caught the tape, rolled down on the Iowa side. It's 10-5 Iowa. I missed Allie Barrett coming in, but she's in the game playing the back row defense now. Lily Wagner now to serve. He punches it over. Moisio, Amaral. Barrett's there to save it. Good play. Push to the outside. Vares all alone on an island. Can't get the ball. Iowa was continuing to play it, but Huey gets the kill.
It was like a kick, pancake, ping pong over the net. It happened quick enough. It looked like it may have not hit the floor, but.
Tried to sell it hard. Good serve there, Barrett. Great ball to Amaral. This connection is off to Whittingstall as well. Both teams have had a hard time connecting the middle. Sometimes you see middles just bouncing it right inside the 10-foot line.
Yeah, when the connection's not there, sometimes it's definitely an awkward swing.
10-7. Moisio, boy, that's an overpass. Look out. Hawks get it up in the air, and that's going to turn into offense. McGrew off ball, dug up by Melby. Push to the outside. Block is there. Malual takes it on the cover. Back row attacks. Blocked. Back onto the Maryland side, but out of bounds on a cover by Gotchkin. Give the block to McGrew and Whittingstall. Hawks stop the run. It's 11-7 now.
Hawks they're playing really clean on their side. They're forcing Maryland to make all the errors right now.
Yeah, Iowa got away with the overpass there. Good serve from Warden. Out of system ball coming over for the Hawks. Moisio takes it, gives it to Amaral. Connection that time with Whittingstall. Boy, that's got the sound you talk about from time to time.
Yep, and Amaral, credit to her on that one. She really sold it. She really pumped her arms back like she was going to take a swing on that ball. Made the middle think twice and just opened net for Whittingstall.
12-7 Iowa. Warden goes softball this time. Overpass. Whittingstall dunks it with the left hand. 13-7. Two great serves from Melissa Warden to get started.
Yeah, great serving pressure from Iowa right now. Just lots of out-of-system play on Maryland's side.
Boy, and another timeout from Coach Hughes. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Two quick timeouts from head coach Adam Hughes. Iowa leads the first set 13-7. Hitting .312, holding Maryland to negative so far. Good defense with a couple blocks. Warden to serve again. Goes fastball this time. Melby, not a good pass. Out of system ball again. It's tipped over. Whittingstall, great dig. McGrew, high off the block, track down. Good ball there. Right side swing. Moisio, great dig, back to the Maryland side. Outside swings, tipped over. Warden, Amaral. Reagan Coyle.
I don't think I could have gotten an arm on that one.
Well, I mean,
Dane could have got that.
Dane could have made the move.
Yep.
One of you needed to move just a little quicker. You were watching for far too long. You got caught ball watching. 13-8. Hui now to serve. Good strong serve there. Middle of the floor to Amaral. Warden from the blue is blocked. Oh boy.
That's a good idea. I like the aggressive swing by Warden there. She just needs to elevate that ball a little bit. It was a little bit of a low set, but she's going to roll shot that. She needs to roll shot it just over the block a little bit.
13-9. Good strong serve again. Barrett, middle of the floor again. McGrew. Oh boy, what a swing, but dug up. That was Wagner. Free ball comes flying over. Barrett, great ball to Amaral. Sells the, Whittingstall has to tip and it works. Iowa connection on that slide, not there, but Whittingstall, at least Whittingstall was early that time, so she had time to kind of see what she wanted to do.
Yep, and Amaral just selling that setter dump once again. Maryland's middles are falling for it every time, and you have to with an aggressive setter like Amaral, but it's just creating so much space for our pin hitters right now to hit that cross-court seam. It's just wide open for them.
14-9, Jamie Marquardt to serve. Good serve right down the line. That'll go for an ace.
I really love the service pressure right now that Iowa's putting on Maryland.
Yeah, that's a big key. Obviously, again, if you can stay in system and get the other team out of system, it breaks down to a pretty simple game. Iowa winning that so far, 15-9. Marquardt fires it hard this time. Another bad pass there from Canada. 16-9. Coach Hughes looks, wants to call timeout again, does not have one. Doesn't get the media timeout. Fastball again. Canada better this time. Right side, Malual finds the one seam. Good swing there.
She was about due for one. Lots of attempts on the night and just hadn't really connected with her setter on one.
Williams now serves it over. Good ball. Marquardt overpass. Late jump from Amaral. Late jump from Amaral. Hawks, had a chance. Amaral with a late touch coming down. Marquardt falling down, got it, and then Warden had to take kind of a swinging swipe at it.
One-handed, yeah.
Couldn't get
not quite high enough.
Fist under it. Goes at Marquardt. Better ball. Amaral takes a swing off. It didn't. So it was in anyway. I thought it might have rolled out of bounds, but it looked like it rolled off the block. 17-11.
Got a little touch off of our box block.
Whittingstall back to serve. Sends a floater over. Good pass. Left side swings tipped over. Oh, great play from Sashka in the net. Whittingstall punches it over with two hands. Might have caught a break there. Middle attack's tipped over. Amaral's there. Stojanovic with a good hands ball. Oh, boy. Great hands to Van Zant, but the problem is everybody in the world knew the ball had to go there.
Exactly.
And the block set up right on top, 17-12.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see the middle try to go for a back row attack on her assist. She's going to want to go with the most automatic assist she can get.
Send the one right in front of her. Malual now to serve. AJ fires it over at Marquardt. Overpass again. Blocked, though, by Amaral. Punched over this time. Moisio, Amaral, Van Zant. Charday said, fine, you got me once. Here I come again. 18-12.
Such a powerful swing, and there's always more cross when Van Zant is hitting. She just hits the cross so well.
Amaral now to serve for Iowa. Carmel Varez back into the front row. Amaral punches it over the end line. 18-13. 3 aces, 3 airs here for Iowa in the first set. I closed the box score. Last year, Maryland had a ton of aces in College Park, but it was Sam Schnitta that had 7 of them. That serve sails over the inline as well, so Melby knocks one out, 19-13. Charday Van Zant back to serve. Gia McGrew back to the front row. Van Zant, boy, 3 straight serves long. 19-14. Allie Barrett will come in for Charday.
Yeah, early service pressure. And then, the last few points here, almost a little too much heat on those serves.
Rohrbach now to serve. Moisio, good ball to Amaral. Outside to McGrew. She has to kind of roll it. Gets dug up. Moisio with the dig. Amaral behind her to Varez. High off the block. Malual will have some time. Good touch there. Middle attack's tipped over. Good play by Moisio. Back behind her to Varez. Good tool of the block. And again, that's another one of those, everybody in the gym, particularly in the Maryland front row, knows where that ball's going. But Varez is able to tool the block and score.
Yeah, she just has such a high attack. She's able to just hit those high hands and use them for the ball to land out of bounds.
Stojanovic to serve, 20-14. All right, Hawks get a serve in. That's good work. High ball there. Big swing through the block. Hui gets the kill there. Just split that, just kind of snuck it right through the Whittingstall Varez block, 20-15.
Yeah, Claire's hands weren't quite together. It was a makeshift bump set from the floor type move.
Wagner knocks the serve over. Good pass to Amaral. Outside to McGrew. Sharp cross is dug up by Williams. Good ball, Malual off the net, off the block. Amaral. Moisio uses hands to Varez. Good set, but she sends it well out of bounds. 20-16.
A little bit of a misconnection on Varez's approach.
I like the set. I like the idea.
Yep.
It just
mistimed.
Ended up with the full launch. Wagner. Barrett. Amaral. Behind McGrew off the block. Dug up by Huey. Right side Malual. Blocked. And that just falls straight to the floor. Tried the changeup because it was so tight. She really didn't have any room to do anything. And Iowa, with McGrew and Whittingstall, just put it right back on top of her.
Yeah, good discipline handwork by McGrew and Whittingstall over there. Lots of tipping on Maryland's side right now. I just feel like they're not connecting well with their setter. So lots of play inside the 10-foot line.
Warden with another great serve. That ball's an overpass, and Amaral goes up and just gently dunks it down, 22-16.
got to be careful on those. You don't press your hands too far over the net and get called over.
Because that ball was not much over the net. Warden this time goes right down the line. Good pass this time. Right side swing. Oh, Hawks get a lot of diving one hands on it, but can't get it all the way back up in the air. Huey with the kill. And she'll go back to serve. 22-17, Iowa leads the first. Ooh, that ball caught the tape.
It did.
The bottom tape. So less than ideal. I guess if you're a Maryland fan, it works out fine if you're listening to us and you're rooting for Iowa. Pin switch for Iowa. Van Zant back in. Jamie Marquardt in for Gia McGrew. 23-17. Marquardt to serve. Jamie right down the line. Another great serve. Candidate can't handle it. But what a great dig. Warden, great ball to Van Zant. Blocked out of bounds. Good tool. Set point, Iowa.
Started with a beautiful dig by Marquardt. Shoots nice one-handed diving dig. She's covering the court so well and just so crucial on defense for Iowa.
Been a good ball from Alyssa to push it out to Van Zant, give her a chance. Marquardt for the set. Right down the line. Candidate, bad pass. Boy, Iowa has found a serving target, and they are working her over. Fourth ace, and Iowa wins the first, 25-17.
That set was all about serve and pass. Really great service pressure from Iowa, even to nail the first set. And really clean volleyball, just really forcing Maryland to be out of system and running a really spread offense right now.
Yeah, 4 aces, 4 errors. Maryland no aces and 2 errors. So Iowa able to put tons of pressure there and kind of dictate and have their own way. Let's take 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Iowa, well, that was impressive. Just rolled to a 25-17 first set win over Maryland. Iowa hit 290 in the first set. Maryland only had 8 kills.
And it felt like that. I felt like Iowa, they were so out of system. They really had trouble putting an offense together. Even in transition, too, Maryland's connection with their setter was kind of off in that first set. So I'd expect that to be something that, they're not going to want to repeat. So wouldn't expect to see that maybe quite as bad in the second set. But it's going to be important for Iowa to keep their foot on the gas on the service line. That was really crucial in the first set.
Iowa only has 1 more swing than Maryland, actually has 1 more hitting error than Maryland, but had 6 more kills and just looked smoother for the most part. Charday Van Zant with 4, Hannah Whittingstall with 4. And then you had Claire with 2, Vares with 2, McGrew with 1, and Stojanovic with 1. So to your point, all 6 players that rotated through the front row got a kill, which is what you're going to need to see to try to slow down a Maryland block. Iowa does outblock one of the best blocking teams in the Big Ten 3-2 in the set, so good positive development there as well. Now can you duplicate it and then triplicate it?
Exactly.
Because you need 3 here to get out of here
We
with
do.
a win. And Jamie Marquardt and her 3 service aces will start at the service line for Iowa here in the second set. Jamie pops it over. Melby, not a great pass. Back row from Lual. It's off-timed. Boy, Warden takes it outside to Van Zandt. Sharp cross, misses wide. Everybody was diving to get it. Unfortunately for Van Zandt, she hit it so hard nobody could touch it. They wanted to.
You know, that's how she started the first set. She had the one ball that was a little too wide, and then the next few were automatic. So let's hope that is the same in the second set here.
Rohrbach to serve. That's a good one. Warden, push to the outside. Van Zandt gets another try. Off the block. Good hands from Wagner, but Gotskin didn't realize it got punched up in the air. Tied at 1. Whittingstall sends it over. Good ball from Melby this time. Push to the outside. Marquardt wants that one back. Hit her right in the platform on the swing from Huey. But just kind of rattled off the, almost went between because it stayed right on her.
I was going to say, I couldn't see with the ref stand right there, but it just looked like the ball kind of died in that spot.
2-1 Maryland. Wagner knocks it over. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. Slide to Stojanovic. Dug up. Push to the outside. Huey again. She's been the one really effective hitter for Maryland. She's got 5 now. It's 3-1.
She has been really effective, and I would expect to see the ball to go to her quite a bit. If Maluel's not connecting quite as well, they're going to find another hitter to do that.
Wagner. Warden off the net. Chased down by Amaral. Tight ball. Van Zandt pushes the corner. It's a good ball. Van Zandt pushes. Somebody's in the net. It was Charday. And Maryland punching back here. It's 4-1. When that was what you were talking about when Amaral had one earlier. You get kind of aggressive. You want to get that kill.
You want it, yeah. Just got to be careful on those.
Wagner. Warden, tough ball. Pushed outside to Van Zandt again. Good sharp cross. Dug up by Williams into the net, though. So give the kill to Charday. 4-2. Warden leaves. Vares in. Amaral to serve. Claire pops it cross court. Good ball. Bad pass. Williams has to platform it. Huey inside the court. Dug by Moisio. Amaral outside Charday. Boy, that was a beauty. Went over the top of the block right to the line judge's feet. 4-3.
It was a beauty. Just found a nice open corner there in the 5 spot on the court. She just elevates so much, Charday does, and is able to find space over and around the block. Must be some blood on the court, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like
the gloves coming on.
Yeah, we got a little back of a hand here, maybe, and now we're going to check the ball over there. As Huey's got an issue. Fortunately for Maryland, I don't think this is a long-term compelling issue. I think this is a
yeah, maybe the, wear acrylic nails and stuff. It's always a hazard. Might have gotten scratched on the back of her hand.
Iowa wouldn't mind seeing her miss a rotation or 2 in the front row, but I think she'll be fine. Yeah, she's 5 kills, just an error on 12 tries. She's hitting .333 and a couple digs. Charday Van Zandt leads everyone. She's got 7 kills right now. Iowa not passing as well this set, so really had to kind of force the ball to the outside a little bit more.
Definitely, and just a few unforced errors on Iowa's side that you didn't see much of in the first set. They kept it really clean, so it's just kind of the difference in the back-to-back points here early in the first.
4-3 Maryland. Amaral knocks the serve into the deep corner. That's a good pass, though. Back row attack. Dug by Amaral. Moisio takes second contact back across to Varez. What a ball. What a dig. Plenty of room. Good ball over by Malual. Right side to Varez. Blocks drug into the net on their side. Iowa's come back, tied it at 4 with the Varez kill.
Great tempo ball by Moisio. That ball was sent over with a lot of height from Maryland's side, but she took that ball tempo 1 right to Amaral just to get a nice quick offense in transition.
Amaral sends the changeup. Good serve, but a decent pass. Malual with the left hand's blocked. Left-hander from the left side. Stojanovic and Varez with the block.
A little bit of adjustment if you're a blocker, but when you have the height like Varez, you can press over the net and take over a lot of space.
Hawks retake the lead. Amaral sends a floater over. Good pass. Back outside to Huey off the block. That second rattle knocked it away from Amaral, tied at 5.
Maryland's header's connecting a lot better than what we saw in the first set, so it's really testing Iowa's block right now.
Huey now in the back row, she'll serve. Knocks it over. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. Backside to Van Zandt, holy cow. Right side swing from Charday does some damage.
That ball was very quick tempo by Amaral. Charday was up in the air and she hit the ball before the block even crossed the plane of the net, really.
6'5" Iowa, Charday
so
with
explosive.
Yeah, Charday with 8, she'll serve. Good strong serve. Boy, dropped it right in front of Spawn. But Malual gets it through the block, and that's the change in this set for Maryland. Jonna Spawn, who played a lot last year, hasn't played as much this year. She'll come in for Canada and play the defensive specialist spot. 6-all. Allie Williams to serve. Sends a floater over, but goes out of bounds kind of in the 1-2 spot over there. 7-6, Iowa leads. Stojanovic, oh, bleeder in the tape. That's dirty. You love it when they go your way. Good fast serve, hits the top of the tape, rolls over. Wagner was watching, just couldn't dive and get there. 8-6 with the ace.
And if she doesn't hit it with as much speed as she does, that ball's not finding its way over the tape.
It's a little more height on that one. Melby with the pass, Malual with the swing. That ball's tight. Malual again, off the block, dug up. Whittingstall, great jump set. Big swing from Gia! Middles can do it all, right?
Middle with an assist. Whittingstall, even with the jump set, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that was a jump set. And you actually did kind of have to respect that because you know she's a hitter then too. And you think, God, Middle's never going to jump set this. 9-6 Iowa.
I love it.
Stojanovic with a change this time. Uses the middle actually on serve receive. Malual off the block.
McGrew's block just high over the net right there. She needs to press over the net a little bit more just so that way that ball ricochets back on Maryland's side. Just got high hands there from Maryland.
AJ to serve, 9-7 Iowa. Left-hander knocks it in the net. The 4th service error for Maryland. 10-7 Iowa. Now AJ's holding the percentage. She has 11 swings, and 6 of the points have ended when she swings. 4 in a positive way, 2 in a negative way for Maryland. Warden, good serve. Bad pass. Back row attack. Into the net. Iowa does not touch it. And Coach Hughes will call timeout. 11-7 Iowa out here in the second. Took the first, 25-17. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
We're back at Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans with Reagan Coyle. Maryland got out quick in the set. It was 4-1. Iowa with now a 10-3 run leads it 11-7. Here in set two, Iowa took the first, 25-17. Hasn't been as pretty or as smooth as the first set for Iowa, but results are pushing towards the same spot.
They are, yeah. They've kind of got that 4-point lead, and they've really cleaned up their play on their side of the net. Like I said, they started with a few unforced errors, and have gotten rid of those since.
Warden knocks it at Melby. Good pass, though. Back row Malual into the net. And that's Maryland, just the connection's not there right now with some of the swings and struggling a little bit. Iowa 4 blocks. Maryland now 7 hitting errors. Warden with the changeup. Spawn, great pass. Right side slide. That's a good swing from Rohrbach. 12-8.
Just found some space over the McGrew block. McGrew, she's going to the pin, but there was still about a foot of line there to hit for Rohrbach, and she found it.
Melby to serve. Sends it over the inline. Boy, not how you stack points together.
Right, they're kind of hurt. Maryland's hurting themselves right now.
That is the 5th service error. So Jamie Marquardt will come back. Sharday Van Zant will come back. She leads everyone with 8 kills so far, hitting .308 on the night. Marquardt's got 3 aces. Good serve down the line. Melby, decent pass, middle of the floor. Rohrbach tips. Amaral's there. Moisio outside to Van Zant. Good sharp cross. Williams is there. Back row. Melby blocked. Just out of bounds. Boy, little unlucky there as that ball just stayed on the tape for a little bit and then rolled out of bounds.
Definitely. Iowa's block a little early to get up on that ball. For the back row attacks, you have to wait just a little bit longer before you make your block jump. That ball has a little bit more space to travel coming from the back row.
13-9. That ball got into Warden. High ball outside to Van Zant. Another sharp cross. Goes off Rohrbach, but a great dig from a middle. High ball across. Marquardt, Amaral, Whittingstall in the short, slides blocked over the inline. Almost, not sure who that was more impressive for, but well done for Iowa, 14-9. To your point on the back row for Maryland, the interesting thing too is they have 2 back rows with back row attack options with Melby and Malual.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got your block has to be even more disciplined.
Yep.
Whittingstall knocks the ball at Melby, tight ball. Oh, good dig from Van Zant. Amaral, Van Zant off the block, covered by Whittingstall. Pushed across, Warden from the back, catches the line. That's the blue swing right down the line, 15-9.
And beauty of a set from Amaral. She reversed that ball from basically left front, and she set basically like a D ball behind her, sometimes called a blue ball or D ball, but great ball nonetheless. She was able to reverse that from the opposite side of the court.
Whittingstall with a great drop ball, push to the outside, big swing. Huey with the kill, 15-10. She packs a wallop.
She does, and she's really getting going in the second set. Saw quite a few errors from her in the first, but yeah, she's a really powerful swing when she connects.
Wagner knocks it over. Good pass to Amaral. She takes a swing. Ooh. That was close. Not sure.
It was close. I think it was out though, but just caught a little air underneath her swing. Amaral.
15-11. Wagner's got an interesting delivery. He just kind of slaps it. Warden steps in front. Amaral pushes it out to Van Zant. Off the block, dug by Williams. Tight ball. And Stojanovic intimidates Williams. So that'll actually go as a Van Zant kill, I think. Should. 16-11. Warden leaves. Varez back in. See if Iowa can keep and maybe create a little bit more space here. Amaral sends a floater over. Good ball from Melby. Malual knocks it over. Hawks can't quite track it down. It's a ball Amaral probably gets dug up more often than not.
Yeah, for sure. It was a really diggable hit, but I think it kind of caught her off guard a little bit. She was expecting it to come with a little bit more speed, but it was more of an off-speed roll shot type swing.
16-12, Iowa leads. Huey now to serve. Boy, that's a good one. Sashka saw it hit the tape, as returned the favor, as that first ace for Maryland is a ball that catches the top of the tape and falls in front of Stojanovic. 16-13. Marquardt, bad pass, chased down by Moisio. Varez just knocks it across. AJ takes it, right side. Boy, that ball's thrown over but dug up. Goes outside to the left of Varez. She's blocked and that stays in. 16-14, and we'll see if that brings a timeout out of Coach Barnes. It does. Maryland back within 2. But Iowa does lead 1-0. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
We're back at Extreme Arena. John Evans, Reagan Coyle, Terrapins, Hawkeyes, the whole bit. 16-14, Iowa leads the second set. Maryland, though, on a 3-0 run. Iowa took the first 25-17. Serving pressure a little bit higher for Maryland. I mean, they got a nice break on the last ace serve, but then immediately followed it up, got Iowa out of system, and was able to score again.
Yeah, Maryland's offense connecting a lot better this set compared to the first set. Iowa's defensive side just struggling a little bit to keep the rallies alive.
Huey now to serve. Sends it over the inline. Coach's timeout does the wins the point for Iowa. Huey leaves. Jonna Spahn comes back in. 17-14. And Sharday Van Zant will serve for the Hawkeyes. Good serve over. Spahn, middle of the floor. Push to the outside. Good swing there. That was Melby. 17-15.
A little too far out on the block there for Stojanovic and Varez. Just left a lot of cross court open on Iowa's side.
Williams now to serve. Barrett, tight ball, overpass. Moisio gets the ball in the air, and then Gia doesn't really react. 17-16.
Always got to keep your head on the swivel for those weird plays like that you don't think that they're going to get up, but if somebody sticks out their hand like Moisio did on that play, got to be ready.
Barrett, much better pass this time. Stojanovic fires it off of Spahn. Hawks maintain the lead, 18-16.
Only Stojanovic's second kill. She's been a little quiet tonight, but good to see the net opening up well for her.
Just 4 swings. Hasn't been able to get the middle involved when she's been up there. She serves now. Good serve to the cross. Melby. Bad pass. Melby will get a swing, though. Off the block, back to the Maryland side. Tipped over. Amaral. Good high ball. Stojanovic platforms it out to Varez. Off the block and scores. Boy, there's another middle assist. She steps in, hit checks Barron out of the way, and platforms a perfect ball to Varez.
I love her aggression in there. Yep, technically she's in the left back, so she wanted to be the libero and the setter in one.
It worked. Stojanovic off the tape again. Fastball number 2 bleeds it over. It's 20-16 Iowa. Coach Hughes checks. He has a timeout, and he uses it. Iowa by 4 here late in the second set. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Iowa 20, Maryland 16. Sasha Stoyanovich gets her second ace as she has made nice with the top of the tape that reads Iowa Volleyball and leads over. Iowa Volleyball is presented by Quickstar. Quickstar is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Iowa 6 aces, 4 service errors. Finally putting that pressure back on again. Stoyanovich, good strong serve. Spawn, overpass. Whittingstall dunks it down nicely. Not an ace, but just as good as Whittingstall immediately ends the point.
It's a great, easy play by Whittingstall. Those can be kind of tricky sometimes when you're up tight to the net like that, but she changed the direction of that ball just to go the opposite of where all the chaos was.
Stoyanovich, another great serve. Melby, though, great pass. Malual through the block. Sails it out of bounds. No touch called. 22-16. 5-0 Iowa run. That's right, we don't have challenge cards anymore. They use hand signals now that we're in the Big Ten.
Oh, yep, that's a new thing.
Stoyanovich, good strong serve off Spawn. That's the more legitimate ace serve. Iowa with 7 now. It's 23-16.
When she connects with that ball, that speed, and doesn't catch the top of the tape, it is lethal coming over the net.
It's got good movement on it as well. That one had backspin on it and sailed over. That's a serving run you'll take, though. 6-0 run ends on the service error, 23-17. And, I mean, if you're Maryland, you probably don't have a good scout on her. You haven't seen her serve a lot because it's been Moisio. Malual to serve. That's a good serve. Off the net from Barrett. Moisio. McGrew hung up there. Iowa gets it in the air. Pushed across by Amaral. In system, right side slide. Blocked! McGrew finally got the block closed with Whittingstall, and they block Rohrbach. Set point, Hawks 24-17.
It's a great move and good hustle play by McGrew. She really hustled to get her block all the way out there and kind of cover that cross court and take away that from Rohrbach.
Alyssa Warden will try to close out the set for the Hawks. She knocks it over the inline. So much for closing it out.
Crowd simultaneously goes, oh.
They're not way out, so I mean, you're making them kind of make a choice, but it's a relatively easy choice. Melby to serve. Good pass from Moisio. Amaral, Whittingstall misses wide. Again, that connection didn't look quite right.
Didn't, yeah, it was a little bit too low of a set for Whittingstall. She likes kind of a higher slide ball where she can get it up on top of it.
24-19. Ace serve. Boy, we've had 3 points in about 15 seconds.
Yes.
And Maryland back in the set at 24-20. Second ace serve for Maryland. Melby again. Bad pass. Barrett chases it down. McGrew actually rolls it over. Good dig by Huey. Malual, Doug. Amaral scores! That'll do it.
Great dig by Moisio down the line. A little bit tight, but Amaral's in the front row, so she took it upon herself to use her incredible attacking ability and just found the floor on Maryland's side.
Maybe it didn't finish with the momentum you wanted, but you got the important part. You got the second set win. Iowa took the first 25-17. They took the second 25-20. Lead it now 2-0. We're going to take 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Coach Ferentz. We're excited about the football season. Iowa Corn is pumped up for their season and their partnership with the Hawkeyes. When you drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Hawks.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball here at Extreme Arena in Coralville. Iowa leads 2-0. I'm John Evans with Reagan Coyle. Coach Coyle, that went about as smoothly as it could go if you're a Hawkeye fan.
It did go really smooth. It got a little closer at the end, but Iowa pulled it together and really playing good in-system, clean volleyball. And with Maryland creeping back a little bit, that didn't seem to tense up on Iowa's side. They played smooth till the end.
So all that did is just meant you didn't go get your Carver cone early. You had to wait a little bit. Right? Is
right.
it still called the Carver cone here in Extreme Arena?
I think it should be.
It should be.
Extreme cone doesn't really have the same ring.
Yeah,
to it.
People don't recognize that. When you talk Carver cone,
right.
They recognize that.
Right.
But so yeah, that's it. That late scoring run maybe made you wait a little bit before you hustled to get that. But Sharday Van Zant with 9, she's hitting 294. Hannah Whittingstall with 6, hitting 444. Hannah's also got 6 blocks. Carmel Vares with 4, Claire Amaral with 3, including the big one there. 19 assists for Claire and 7 digs, so she's her usual all-around game. Olivia Huey leads with 7 for Maryland. A little better there. They hit 222 in the set, 175 now for the match, but Iowa hitting 298 for the match.
Yeah, Huey was really heating up in that second set. We knew a lot of balls were going to go to Malual, but she's been struggling a little bit tonight. 5 kills, 5 errors. So they've been going to Huey, and she's been really producing for Maryland. She's kind of their go-to hitter right now. And she's really bumped up their percentage, but that also makes it easy for the Iowa block to know that ball's going to Huey every time if they're in system, most likely. So should make it easier on the defense for Iowa.
Yeah, and the interesting stat when you look deeper into the Maryland stats, Maryland has 210 hitting errors on the season. The opponents have only blocked 94. And so, Malual hits 182, Huey hits 147. And so if you can put pressure, if Iowa can continue to serve well, at least often enough, keep Maryland out of system or at least out of a real comfort zone, it'll give them an opportunity to continue to put pressure on and maybe get a Hawkeye win to open the Big Ten.
Definitely. It'd be great to see a 3-0 win, too, just starting off strong. And it's going to come with lots of great service pressure. And that's what we've seen so far from Iowa, but just focusing on that and staying really disciplined on the block as well.
7 aces, 6 errors for the Hawkeyes, 2 aces, 6 errors for Maryland. So you're seeing a difference in points there. Again, Iowa actually has 1 more hitting error than Maryland, but Iowa has 5 blocks. Maryland, one of the best blocking teams in the Big Ten for sure, only has 3. So Iowa's done a good job making good passes and then running good tempo off that.
Definitely lots of good tempo, and Amaral really selling her setter attack on almost every ball that's tight to the net, which has helped spread the offense and spread the Maryland's block quite a bit.
And she's been quiet, only 4 swings. So Melby knocks it over to get the 3rd set started. Overpass from from Warden. Back row attacks shoved over. Warden takes it. Amaral swings. Boy, that was a good one too. Took something off of it, dumped it right into one corner and scored.
She must have heard you saying she was quiet or something. Yeah, not her normal kind of fast swing. She takes a little bit off of that and just finds some space in zone 1, roll shot.
Yeah, she ends up getting probably 2 attacks there on the push over and then the roll into the corner. 4 kills for her. Whittingstall sends a floater. Good pass from Huey. Back out to her. Blocked, but just out of bounds.
Unlucky block touch by Stojanovic. You can tell her frustrated just a little bit. She would like to have that one back. Just rotate her hands a little bit inside to just make that bounce inside the court.
Rohrbach now to serve. Good flat serve. Warden overpass again. Oh, that's a lift. That's 2 open hands. Warden takes it. Amaral pushed it outside to Van Zant. Block was late but couldn't connect. Back row from Lual rolls it over. That ball's up. Van Zant tips it off the block. Boy, this is not pretty volleyball all of a sudden. Marquardt, Amaral hits it in the net. Boy, that was a 2-handed, open-handed lift.
It was.
No doubt about it.
I know, it wasn't pretty. Yeah. It was kind of opposite of the ref couldn't see it that well, but should have been obvious with the way it came out.
Warden with a bad pass is bailed out by Stojanovic, but then Van Zant hits it out. Makes a hitting error early in every set, and Alyssa right now needs to lock in. She's struggling on serve receive here. It's 3-1 Maryland. Boy, that's a beautiful serve there. Good set from Amaral. Tooled it off the block perfectly from Van Zant. 3-2 Maryland.
A little bit of a chaotic start.
All of a sudden, Iowa's serve receive got a little out of kilter there. Boy, a big floater goes long from Amaral. Boy, you hate to see that. That's off speed, and you serve it out. 4-2 Maryland. Lily Wagner to serve. Moisio, better ball this time. In system to Stojanovic. She gets the kill.
A little bit off speed. Stojanovic was up, about to hit that ball, but that was a little too high. She caught it on her way down and just tipped and tooled off Maryland's block for a point.
Whittingstall has 6 kills and Stojanovic with 3 now, but it hasn't been a sharp night for the middles. Van Zant, good serve. Decent pass from Huey, back out to her. That ball catches the back line, 5-3. Yeah, all of a sudden it felt, first 2 sets it felt like Iowa was moving at a 9 of 10, and all of a sudden it's like 7 of 10.
Yep.
So see if they can get this righted around. Jonna Spawn in to serve.
Yeah, starts with serve receive.
Spawn knocks it up Barrett. Overpass, and that's an easy dunk for Gotchen. 6-3. And Spawn is well behind the line. Doesn't really come up a lot. And you see Barrett moves up a little bit here to be ready for the drop serve. Much better pass this time. Stojanovic, there we go.
There's the middles, yeah, and all starts with a good pass by Barrett. Amaral had all 3 options there, but it's great to see Stojanovic kind of catch fire.
6-4. Sashka has 4. She'll serve. Good solid serve there, but a good pass. Middle attack's blocked by Whittingstall. Good cover, good set. Shoved off the block there. That's a good push from Melby.
And that's got to be up by Gia McGrew. She's finding out the hard way on a lot of those balls that those are hers to get up, and she just needs to find her way to that side of the court a little bit sooner, just be in good position to get that ball up.
Serve sails out of bounds from Williams. Well, I joked with you about ball watching. You and Dane were ball watching on a ball that comes over here. Part of that is what you said. At this level, players get that ball up in the air.
Yep.
Or they push it off a block. They're more creative than maybe what she's seen at a club level, and so she's got to be ready here to play it. Warden, good serve. Push to the right side, rolled over. Warden, perfect ball. Amaral outside to McGrew. She tools the block and scores.
Very smart volleyball IQ play by Gia McGrew. That ball was really tight for her, set by Amaral, but she uses her toolbox there. She tips and tools right off the Maryland block.
Warden sends a soft floater over off the net outside. Boy, Whittingstall just a beat late, and Melby splits the block and scores 8-6.
Yeah, Whittingstall not quite there to close, but Amaral's block a little too wide on the net there. Just gave lots of cross court for Maryland to hit.
Malual now to serve. Sends a floater over. Moisio's there. Amaral dumps it over. Boy, caught everyone off guard there. Little fadeaway dump over. 8-7.
Really smart play. Something we haven't seen yet tonight, just the standing setter dump just right into the center court. Campfire.
McGrew and Barrett leave. Marquardt and Van Zant come back in. Jamie will serve. Fires the fastball over. Melby off the net. Pushed it back out. Rolled over. Marquardt, great pass. Amaral outside. Van Zant off the block. Malual, great dig. Blocked, covered. Van Zant takes it. Slide to Whittingstall. She gets there. Blows up Spawn. Oh, boy. Good hustle try from Melby, but couldn't get there. Give the kill to Whittingstall. Great swing down the line. 8-8.
Really great defense on both sides, but great ending swing from Whittingstall. Just a really solid line swing by her.
Marquardt, just 3 of Iowa's 7 aces. Fires it over again. Spawn, much better pass this time. Slides, rolled over. Amaral's there. Whittingstall's there. Van Zant rolls it over. Good dig by Williams. Push to the outside. It's tight. Boy, just split the block. Melby on a good push again.
Just found a little bit of space between Whittingstall and Amaral, but Whittingstall was working hard. She was coming over all the way from the opposite side of the court, and you know, she tried her best. She got hands up there, but just got caught on her way down.
I think hurdled 4 bodies, too, and I'm not sure how that got to be that many. Boy, Amaral, good ball off the tape. Marquardt, great set. Van Zant scores. Boy, Iowa did everything right there. Amaral sees it off the tape. Great ball from Marquardt, and then Charday with the sharp cross.
Yeah, really beautiful set, and normally you want those out-of-system balls to be a little bit off the net, but Van Zant is so athletic. She can get up on that ball, even though it is tight, and still cut it sharp cross.
9-9. Good ball outside. Huey off the block. Catches the line anyway.
They had a little touch off Amaral block and then just caught Marquardt a little bit off in the back there. She wasn't quite sure whether to use her hands or her platform.
Rohrbach to serve. Maryland by 1 here early in set 3. Rohrbach fires it over the inline. Tied at 10. 8 service errors for Maryland to just 2 aces right now. Claire Amaral hit a wiffle ball on her first serve last time. She hits a wiffle ball this time, but gets it in. Pushed to the outside, tipped over. Amaral's there. Good ball. Moisio platform. Barres inside the court, and she finds the one corner. Hawks have the lead, 11-10.
It's a perfect ball by Moisio. When you're out of system hitting from the right side, it's really crucial to get that ball inside the court, so that way your right-handed hitter can really move inside the court and hit that ball cross.
Amaral sends a soft floater again. Beautiful serve. Good pass. Boy, and that's a great swing from Huey. A lot of traffic there. Kind of made Sashka stay home. She had Wagner with a front row setter, so she couldn't leave her. I have to say this. Wagner is from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. And I know that because Michael Seegers, the baseball player, was from Oconomowoc. And I practiced that one a lot. Middle attack from Stojanovic. Boy, good hustle. Stojanovic again, blocked again. Another good hustle and cover. Push to the outside. Huey blocked. Cover from Williams. Oh, and that's off the support. Good block there from Van Zandt on the right, and Stojanovic.
Lots of back and forth net play.
And Iowa did a good job, but Maryland, again, playing
very good defense.
Their speed. I talked about Iowa's speed earlier. Maryland's speed's gone from 7 to 8 or 9 now, and they're matching the Iowa intensity. We'll see what happens. Van Zandt, good serve there. Not a great pass. Back row swing. Cut over the inline. No touch called. Coach.
Everybody on Maryland's side wants a touch call, though.
And Coach Hughes will call the challenge. I'd say grab the card, but he doesn't do that anymore.
No
He
card.
gives the C hand signal.
You have to use the C? Is that
I don't know if you have to, but
well, what's the official hand signal? I'm curious.
I'd have to ask the coach for that one. What's the official hand signal, Maggie?
Oh, she didn't hear us.
This is a back row attack from Melby. Iowa had the triple there. Ball looks like it's still spinning end over end, but hard to tell. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Charday Van Zandt with 11 kills. Hannah Whittingstall with 7. Amaral and Varez 5 apiece. Yeah, Iowa getting good balance. Stojanovic 4 on 7 swings, and Gia McGrew's done a nice job. She has 3 on 11. So Iowa's done a nice job spreading the swings around, spreading the kills around. Really, if you're Iowa, there's 3 hitters you key on. You key on Huey, 21 swings. She has 11 kills. Melby has 18 swings and 6 kills. And Malual, 20 swings, 5 kills. She also has 5 errors. So.
When you talk about that challenge, if it takes a certain amount of time, should be inconclusive.
Yeah, my biggest argument is always if it takes you this long to figure it out, it should stay where it is. One of the 5 things you can challenge. The first challenge we've had tonight. So we'll see if Coach Hughes keeps his challenge or if he's down 1. We had some of the fastest challenges on Sunday, and a lot of that's a credit to Dane Kopic does such a good job of having the play pulled up in the right spot. Obviously, then the play itself depends on whether it's easy or not, but he made it really easy for him to see it and come up. So we'll now say it into the microphone for the crowd. And it sounds like Iowa did touch it.
There was a touch.
So give Melby the kill. She's got 7 now, and we're tied at 12. Spawn will re-enter eventually. Huey will leave. Barrett will re-enter, and Van Zandt will leave. We'll see. Allie Barrett remembers. She stays up here a little closer. Catch the Spawn drop serve. Tied at 12 here in the third. Iowa leads 2-0. Serves popped over. Barrett, tight ball. Amaral with one hand. Stojanovic with the left hand. Wow. That is a fantastic athletic save from Claire Amaral. And then Stojanovic up with the right hand, missed it, catches it with the left hand and gets the kill.
I was going to say equally as impressive save there from Stojanovic as well. She was just in the air, had to use her left hand on that one. Got the kill.
That ball's off the tape again, this time far enough where Maryland can do it. Not a good connection there in the Maryland middle either. Gotchkin hits it in the net, 14-12.
That's her third off the tape serve, isn't it?
Yes.
To go over.
Two of them turned into aces. That one caught a little less tape and got all the way to Spawn. This one will get right into Williams, but a good pass. Pushed outside. Melby's blocked. Varez is fired up. Whittingstall got a piece of it, and for the first time, we actually get to the media timeout. 15-12, Iowa leads the third. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena in Coralville. Iowa leads 2-0 and lead the third set 15-12. Iowa hitting .471 in the set, 10 kills to just 2 errors. Maryland hitting .273, which under most circumstances you wouldn't feel like was too bad, but getting outpaced by Iowa right now. Iowa hitting .338 in the match. And really kind of done it in all facets. Kills 37-28, aces 7-2, blocks 7-3. And Stojanovic to serve again. Right down the line at Spawn. Bad pass. Williams will have to take second contact. It's a good ball to Melby. Dug by Stojanovic. Emerald outside to McGrew. Off the antenna.
Right after Stojanovic dug that ball, she had a nice smirk on her face like, yeah, I just did that.
Stojanovic, 5 kills, an assist, 3 aces, a dig, and 2 blocks. Williams to serve. Good floater. Moisio. Amaral outside to McGrew again. Blocked that time. Boy, she took something off that one. She got in her own head, 15-14.
She is in her own head a little bit. Right now, she's just trying not to make an error. She's got to play free and swing away. She has a really powerful swing. Even if she doesn't find a space on the floor, when she tools the block, it's usually a kill.
Good ball to Varez. Off the block and scores. 16-14. Varez with 6 now. Not a great pass from Moisio and a good platform set from Amaral out to Varez, who leaves and Warden comes in.
Varez has been so solid tonight out from the right side.
Warden sends it over. Good ball from Spawn right on the tape. Whittingstall with a great block though. Good cover from Spawn. Right side Malual. Boy, that's the one we've been waiting to see from her. Fires it right down the line, 16-15.
Yeah, that's the first kind of bounce swing we've seen from Malual tonight. Moisio got a piece on that, so it wasn't really a bounce ball, but just kind of that powerful swing that she hasn't had yet tonight.
She'll now serve. AJ knocks it over. Warden can't handle it, and that's the Big Ten ace leader, and that's her first ace, tied at 16 now. See if Iowa can regroup here. First time they've been pressed in the middle or late part of the set. Moisio, boy, that got into her. Warden, great ball out to McGrew. Off the antenna again. Maryland retakes the lead, and I would guess that will cause a Coach Barnes timeout. 17-16 Maryland. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Just noticing Iowa Athletics Director Beth Getz over in the front row. Watching a good match so far. See if Iowa can rebound here in the third set. Maryland has taken a 17-16 lead. Iowa's serve receives, gotten a little not as great. Will need to step back up if Iowa's going to come back here in set 3 and sweep the evening. Malual goes at Moisio, and that's another ace serve.
Yeah, Malual coming over with some pace on her serve. It is a float serve, but she gets a lot of height on her serve as well, so it's got some pace on it, and it's also dropping at a fast speed.
Maryland ace count has doubled here in this serve rotation. Barrett, though, great ball there. Amaral, short slide to Wingstall and scores. Fortunately, Williams bailed out. 18-17, Iowa trails by 1. Marquardt comes in, Van Zant comes in, McGrew and Barrett leave. Iowa with only, 3 subs left here early in the set, so that'll require some changing here. Marquardt fires it over, great serve. Okay pass, back row. Catches, Maryland thought it caught the line, it did not. We're tied at 18 on the air from Malual.
Now that Malual is kind of in her element now, they're finding her on almost every swing here on Maryland's side.
Marquardt, another great serve, bad pass. We're going to be out of system here, but Melby's going to get a good swing. Blocked, good tool there. She hit Amaral's outside hand and scores, 19-18.
Unlucky for Amaral, she was there on the right spot, but Melby caught her on the way down.
That set brought her inside the court,
yep.
And so that allowed her room to hit it outside. Melby now to serve. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. Slide to Whittingstall, short again. Good push, but doesn't quite work out. Tight ball over the block. Warden, good high ball to Amaral. Dumps it over, shoved back to the Iowa side. How is that not a double contact coming over?
I'm not sure. It happened a little quick, but I think it only hit her one hand.
Okay.
I don't know if it hit 2.
20-18. Melby to serve. Hawks in a spot here. Warden, middle of the floor to Amaral. Outside, Van Zant, high off the block. Kill number 1,000 for Sharday Van Zant. Pulls Iowa within 1 at 20-19.
What a great milestone to hit.
Not tonight. She only has 12 tonight. Hannah Whittingstall to serve. Good flat serve. Williams steps in front, takes it, push to the outside. Off the block. Warden gets there, but unfortunately got it under the net instead of into the net. 21-19. That was Huey again.
I thought you meant it was career kill 1,000.
Career kill 1,000. It was career kill.
Okay.
Rohrback fires it over. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. She takes a rip off Malual. 21-20.
These last 5 points are going to be crucial for Iowa. Such a different exclamation mark on the match if you can end it in 3 versus 4.
Amaral to serve. See if she can bring Iowa even. Sends that big high float again. Easy ball for Huey. Back out to Huey. High off the block. Dug by Warden. I'm sorry, Marquardt. Outside to Van Zant. She scores. We're tied at 21.
Career kill 1,001.
There you go. And you said career kill, so you got it all. You actually clarified what it was. 21 all here in the third. Iowa up 2-0. Amaral, another short serve. Bad pass. Out of system, Malual from the back. Dug by Amaral. Stojanovic platforms, but nobody's going to be home on that one. Knocked over. Malual uses hands. Outside. Dug up by Moisio. Amaral all the way across to Van Zant. Tools the block and scores. Boy.
Don't know if there was a touch on that on Maryland's side, though. Van Zant, that's exactly what she's trying to do, is tool the outside hand of the blocker, but I don't know if there was a touch on that ball.
Maryland's not sure either, as they call the challenge. And that, it has to be the C, as that's what Coach Hughes did again.
Okay.
And so, huge point here. It's going to be 22-21 someone. It's just a matter of whether it's Iowa or whether it's Maryland, and whether Sharday gets an error or a kill. She's done that a couple times where she's pushed it off that hand. I don't even think she knew. She turned around and looked at the. Kind of looks like it.
I don't.
She points
think
right.
There was.
She points right away, then she looks back at the line judge. It's a good press, but actually, well, that was quick, so that's probably not a good sign. Yeah. So Coach Hughes, 2 successful challenges here in the third set, and his team now leads 22-21. That was fun while it lasted.
It was. I was going to say, the Maryland setter seemed pretty confident she didn't get a piece of that.
And she will now go back to serve. Lily Wagner spins it and fires. Moisio overpass. Boy, that was slammed down. Iowa gets it in the air. Boy, that pushed over by Iowa, strangely. Malual, 23-21. That's a tough block for Iowa. The ball's inside the court, so you're really kind of scrambling around. You've got no place to really go find it.
And especially as a lefty, too, and out of system, and just with the speed that Malual hits when she connects well with the ball, it is tough to defend.
She's got 7 now on 25 swings. Maryland with a 2-point lead here late in set 3. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Announcing Charday's 1,000th kill. Career kill.
Career kill.
Career
Emphasis
kill
on career.
To the crowd.
I would be worried about her shoulder if she was up to 1,000 tonight.
That is a lot of swings in a match. Although all right, since we've completely digressed here, we might as well just go down a complete rabbit hole. Can you imagine some of the matches where it was either you played to 30, so you played longer, or you had to serve to score? I mean, you look at some of the Iowa record books, or really any team's record books, and you have to have different sections because there's no way a player can touch some of those old records for how long matches could have gone on then.
Yeah, in the rally scoring area, those had to be some long matches. Whereas now a match goes long if it goes to 4 sets even.
Yes. I mentioned it earlier. Wagner has an interesting serve. She almost kind of slap rolls it off her hand, and it's just got interesting action.
She contacts kind of underneath the ball, so yeah, it ends up with a little bit of backspin coming over the net.
23-21. She'll serve again. Van Zant, bad pass. Amaral, good ball to Van Zant. Blocked and out of bounds. Boy, good tool there. Iowa catches a break. Nothing looked positive there until the point.
It's good use by Van Zant, just high off the hands. Tool Maryland blocked.
Charday will serve, and my guess is this lineup stays in now. Actually, Coach Hughes will call timeout. I don't think Iowa has any substitutions left, or maybe one. So I'm going to guess what you see is what you get from Iowa now. Now, hopefully, I guess it lasts a minute, or it doesn't. You know, Iowa could pull ahead here, but it needs to, I guess in tennis terms, Maryland is advantage Maryland, so Iowa's got to get it back to deuce before that'll matter too much.
Definitely. Iowa doesn't have anything to lose, though, being up 2-0. There's really no pressure for them to really be tight at the end of this set, so they just need to play their game and, you know, end on 3.
Yeah, as a golfer, you use it. You know, Iowa's got a mulligan if they need it. You don't really want to use it, but you have one in your pocket if you need it. Whereas Maryland's down to their last golf ball. They need to hit it in play. They need to make sure it works out.
And I know who they're going to set on this play too.
Malual's probably going to get the ball, wouldn't you figure?
For sure, she's heating up.
Yeah, and I really don't care where she is. They'll run her off that blue or the D ball you called it off there, running it out of the 1 slot out of the back row if they get a good one. You know, a lot of times team gets a great set, they're going to go try to get the middle on something quick. I think you're exactly right, though. I think you can see them go the opposite direction, something that takes a little longer to develop, but you go with where the power is.
Definitely, yeah. And Maryland's middles have been fairly quiet tonight, and I think that has a lot to do with that. They've been out of system quite a bit, but they're really a pin-driven team.
Although Huey's been good, So it wouldn't necessarily surprise me, although, yeah, we've got, you like the lefty from the left side? Van Zandt. Oh, no. Not a great time for that. And Iowa does make the sub with Barrett coming in for Van
I
Zandt.
think this is their last sub.
And I suppose now it doesn't matter because if you're, well, it does matter if you're Iowa. That was 15. So if Allie Barrett somehow gets around to the front row, she will stay there. But Iowa needs to get the next 2 points to worry about that. Jonna Spahn to serve. She'll try to close it out for Maryland. Barrett off the net. Amaral goes right side to Varez. Iowa saves the first one.
Really great reverse by Amaral. That pass pushed her forward to the left pin. She reverses it. Amaral, she can just push that ball across the court. Varez finds space in between the block. A nice seam to hit through.
Stojanovic fires it at Spahn. Tough pass. Pushed outside. Tipped over. Amaral. Stojanovic. Varez is blocked, but Stojanovic. Amaral dump. Oh boy, what was she thinking there? Pushed it right to the setter. Lual blocked, and it went off of her. We're tied at 24.
Hawks caught a break there. That was a really easy ball sent over by Amaral.
The only positive is she used the setter, but otherwise it was right to her.
Most teams are going to take that and send something back over the net that they're not going to like.
Stojanovic, great serve at Spahn. Decent pass this time. Malual catches the line.
Right back to Malual. She just finds space over Gia McGrew's block. She's so athletic and she's up so high in the air with her fast swing. She was ready to hit after getting blocked on the previous play.
Hawks save 2, need to save 1 more. Williams knocks the serve over at Moisio. Great ball to Amaral. Right side to Varez. Off the block, Varez covers herself. Amaral pushes it back behind her. McGrew, sharp cross. Williams with a great dig. Platform, that ball's tight. Hawks win the joust, and Maryland's in the net. We're tied at 25.
No more subs left as Varez was about to go to the line with Warden. Didn't quite get the memo there.
Warden was ready to serve. Varez knew she was going to serve, so her first serve of the match comes at 25 all in the third set. The freshman knocks it over. Good serve. Bad pass. Malual, tight ball. Off the block, just out. Iowa's going to argue. It's overridden. It's set point, match point to the Hawkeyes.
I was going to say, the ref was right there. He should be able to see that.
Coach Hughes, timeout. 26-25, Hawks lead. Wow.
Wow, yeah. Maryland's kind of fighting for every point right now, but just like I mentioned earlier, Iowa's got nothing to lose and might as well go all out and just not take this match any longer than it needs to be.
Iowa with, we keep talking about Malual, she's got 8 kills, 8 errors, so she's hot. So she gives you, if you're Maryland, she's one of those that, man, you love watching her when she's great, but then you got to kind of live with when she doesn't get the points. Now, in her defense, she's had a couple balls that, because she's almost like the left side hitter that kind of catches a lot of garbage balls. She gets a lot of garbage balls, and they've been tight, or she's had to try to wipe them off the block. The Iowa block's been very disciplined and giving her a hard time.
Definitely. She's still swinging away no matter where she's at on the court, too, but so good for her for, you know, not shutting down, even though the Iowa block has found a way to shut her down, but can definitely tell that Maryland looks to her to score a point when needed.
26-25. Iowa leads the third. Trying to see who. I guess it's trying to figure out who comes around to the front row here next. If Barrett's going to get the front row swing or not.
We will see.
See if Carmel Varez can solve the problem. Good serve, Melby. Decent pass, back out to Melby. Through the block and scores. Malual now back to serve. Iowa's
like
got a
it
pass.
Might be Barrett.
I think it is. And so Allie Barrett will be your outside hitter on the next rotation if Iowa can get there. And Iowa will get there and will have set point, match point again, 27-26. McGrew back to the service line. Iowa out of subs, and they're kind of laughing. Allie Barrett is your front left hitter. Guess where the ball's going? Gia McGrew to serve. The freshman fires it over. Spawn. Bad pass. Oh, great cover from Williams. Spawn knocks it over. High ball. Varez. Amaral. Winning stall! The Hawks win. Hawks get the sweep.
You knew where the ball was going. Barron was in the front row. Whittingstall had an open net. What an amazing contact. Just straight down slide right in front of the 10-foot line to end it with an exclamation mark.
Give the ball to Allie Barron. For Pete's sake, let her rip.
Maybe she'll get some reps now in practice. She can use that as an excuse.
Iowa opens Big Ten play with an impressive sweep over Maryland. Gritty comeback in the third to win it 28-26 and take the match 3-0. We'll get Coach Barnes here.
That's how you want to end your last point. Sweeping your first match in the Big Ten. What a great start.
That was an outstanding effort by really all the Hawkeyes. Just all around, everybody got it done. Coach Barnes headed over this direction. Well done, Coach. You got me, Coach?
Yes, I got you.
All right. Well, since it turned out this way, I'm going to ask the most obvious question I've got to ask here. Why in the heck did Allie Barron not get that game-winning, match-winning ball?
Would that have been the best ending? Our bench is going nuts. Well, in the timeout, I said, look, if we have to play a couple more points, Allie, you're going left side. Give me a high five. And her eyes got this big. And sure enough, we had to play extra points, and she got to sniff the front row.
Well, we were kind of doing the math, and I'm like, okay, I think it's Allie. And, yeah, now it's Allie. And I guess the part that most surprises me is Maryland just lets you run a slide with nobody home.
No, they jumped with it, Claire.
Yep.
You know.
Which, again, was great for her to sell it because, I mean, those are your two options.
That's it.
I mean,
and so Claire became the hitter, and they said, okay. And, I love the way it ended because we had to really show a lot of guts there.
Well, and that's what I just said as we were transitioning from Reagan to you was, the first two sets, nothing's easy in the Big Ten, but it was relatively easy.
Yeah.
You weren't pressed late in the set.
Yeah.
And then there you fall behind 23-21, fall behind 24-22, and your team bands together and then ends with Allie Barron in the front row and still finds a way to get it done.
Yeah, this game's crazy. I love just winning that way. I love winning the serve and pass battle like we did in the first two sets. And I said that's what it looks like when you dominate the serve pass. The rest of the game's a little easier. And then to show just a different game where we had to really stay tough and battle and find ways as a team. And I told them we were in this same position against Iowa State, and we all tried too hard. I go, let's just execute in these moments here. You're not perfect. Just execute, relax. And we found ways to make plays down the stretch.
When I talked with Reagan, and I talked early about the keys to the match. One of the things we talked about was if you could win, especially receive. Obviously serving is great, but for you to win receive, because they're a really good blocking team.
Yeah.
And for you to pass well and give yourself all three hitting options or four in certain rotations really allowed your offense. You hit 330 tonight.
Wow. Well, that's number one. You nailed it. I said we had to pass well, and then if we serve well, we're going to be 2 steps ahead. And if we can play good defense, we'll stay ahead. And we did all those things. Especially when the game started, they came out serving some really velocity balls at us, and we were diming the passes, and I'm going, all right, this is going to be a high-level game. And we held it together. I've never seen Mo kind of break down a little bit in serve-receive tonight, and I go, hey, that's just part of, battling in the Big Ten, get back in there. And, she's ready to play.
Well, the nice part with her is you figure, okay, if they get her once or you get her twice, that's it. You're probably not going to get her for 2 more matches
no.
again.
In fact, they served someone else.
Yeah.
When they came out of the timeout, they served Allie, and I went, oh, well, they knew because Mo was going to pass that next one.
Yeah, we'd pressed our luck here long enough. Let's go somewhere else.
Right.
But, so, again, Sharday Van Zandt, 14 kills tonight. The couple before that, she had 1,000 career kills. Talk a little bit about –
She had 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000 career kills. Talk about just a little bit about what her – the term professionalism gets thrown out around a lot. But, an experienced player, super athletic, high energy, high level player. Just talk about what she's been able to bring to the
Well,
locker room.
you see all those things, but the thing that makes her special, and I've said this since day one, is her drive. That kid is so driven. And she, like in practice day before yesterday, started practice, she goes, we need to be focused in here. This is Big Ten play. I don't want to see anything but focus in here. And I'm like, when your leaders say that, it says a lot. And that kid wants to win more than anybody.
Well, love it. Well, I've got a million more questions I could ask, but you deserve to go celebrate. So go have fun
Thank
with
you,
the team.
John.
Coach Jim Barnes of your Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa takes the match in straight sets tonight. We'll get Reagan Coyle on here. You get back to your size.
Yes, I
headset
did. We're good till Sunday.
All right, so kind of final parting thoughts. What was your takeaway from tonight?
What an exciting win. Just to get it done in 3 also. Just we got a tough team coming in here on Sunday with Wisconsin, but good way to start the season. Good way to start Big Ten play. A home win in 3 sets. Really love the service pressure from Iowa tonight. Really good serve and pass game. Saw a few instances where it kind of fell apart a little bit, but Iowa quickly found a way to hone it back in and really dial in on the details and found a way to get it done.
Well, like when the wheels got wobbly against Iowa State, they fell off.
Yep.
Particularly in the second set. Iowa did a nice pit crew change and put them back on, but they fell off there. Tonight when they started to wobble, they got them put back straight real quick.
Yep, exactly.
Van Zant with 14, Whittingstall with 9, Vares with 7, Amaral 6. She also has a double-double, 31 assists and 11 digs. Whittingstall has 7 blocks to go with those 9 kills. McGrew has 5 blocks. Didn't have her greatest hitting night, but had 5 blocks. Learning. She's learning on the fly. Big Ten's not an easy place to learn, but as I said with Coach Barnes, Iowa hits 330 to get the win, holding Maryland to 204.
Yeah, that is solid, and especially with a good Maryland squad. I mean, they struggled the first and second set, but they really came back in the third set. They were really fighting, so it could have been easy for Iowa to say, all right, you can have this one, third set, to take it to 4, but really proud of how they fought, and to end it in 3, just a great way. Nice early night, get a lot of time to recover from Sunday.
That'll do it for tonight from Extreme Arena here in Coralville. The Hawks sweep the Big Ten opener, 25-17, 25-20, and a gritty 28-26 win in the third. Iowa will stay at home for one more match, taking on the Wisconsin Badgers Sunday at 2. You're here, right?
I am here.
Perfect. I'm John Evans for Reagan Coyle. We will talk to you Sunday. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your Friday. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar. Also brought to you by Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission. Your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.